Ilalo, ilalo, la. The seawater is to purify your spot
Should the people
today.
be around the back or across the front?
I'm going to
where they
bring
are?
them. Right now I'm working with you though. Okay. So give me your hand. Just give me your hand. I want to wish you the very best in the rest of your life with Cindy.
Thank you very much, Doc.
Later on, everyone else will do this, so I'm doing it now. Cindy, darling, thank you for coming all this way and being such a good friend and getting to know us better. We've enjoyed it thoroughly.
It's been our pleasure.
Cindy, you're wishing for a rainbow, you may get it again. All right. Now I'm going to gather your family. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, we are.
Great. Okay. Family, hello. I want to welcome you again, if I haven't already, to the island of Kauai for this lovely evening ceremony. Again, mahalo nui loa for coming to Kauai. What I want you to do is come in nice and close and circle with behind me in a semicircle so you can hear over the waves. You can tell the ocean is competing today. And we're going to begin the ceremony in just a moment. Does anybody have anything they'd like to address at this time or a concern? All right, fine.
See the rainbow? What? buried in the sand. Buried in the sand.
Could have been.
Come closer, everybody. All right, this is good. Come in close so you can hear. We've already sprinkled this couple with some seawater in the Hawaiian traditional blessing to purify. Not that they need it, they're such a pure couple. And we've also sprinkled the area they're standing to give it special meaning on this site for their ceremony, the 20th vow renewal of their wedding in Bath, I believe, in England. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're going to put a few flowers down. And here we have, oh, Colin, you can wiggle your toe if you like. We have our beautiful, of course, stars and stripes, and we have, what shall we call it? The Union Jack, yes, which is what I started my life under, by the way. And we have tea leaves for Hawaiian blessing of keeping all negativity away from this couple and from all of you gathered here today. And also our Lawai fern, the first thing to grow on a volcanic island. If you'll notice, it has hundreds of little seeds, and these are like the people and the plants that eventually developed and came here over miles of ocean. So they're very symbolic plants in Hawaii. So Cindy and Colin, if you're ready to begin your ceremony, I'm ready. And it looks like your friends and family are too. Okay. It's a beautiful evening here.
Yes, it is.
We've been blessed, haven't we?
Yep. After the rain yesterday, we have been blessed.
We do stand in this beautiful place today to celebrate the 20th wedding anniversary of the couple before you, Cindy and Colin Tope. I know you know them well. Cindy and Colin, this is your celebration, upon which we ask all blessings from the Lord of all, the great Akua, as we call it. We are also gathered here to bring together in close and harmonious relationship the family and friends of our celebratory couple. And that's all of you, in case you didn't know. Welcome to all of you again, and thanks for coming. At this time, my offering in the Hawaiian tradition is a chant to honor this place that has been chosen by our couple for this very special ceremony. This chant is called a ike mai, And I will point to where you're to be looking so you'll get the clues. And I'll give you the English too. Eikemai, behold. Iluna, Iluna, above and above. Namanu o Kaleva, the realm of air, the birds, the clouds, all of the things that come with the winds and natural things of the air. Below, Ilalola. Everybody looking at your feet? Ilalo. Napua o Kauai. The flowers of the earth. And you are all the flowers. In Hawaii, we call all people flowers. Isn't that lovely? You're a bouquet. Toward the mountain. Iukala, Iuka. E ulu la'au. Ulu la'au, the giant trees that grow high in the highlands of this island, and all the beautiful ferns and mosses and plants. And lastly, look toward this lovely ocean. Ikaila, Ikai, ocean. Na'ia o Moana. All of the wonderful creatures of the ocean, and the ocean touching between all shores to join us, island to continent. Eikemai, just behold. And now, Cindy and Colin, how beautiful and rich is this earth. What a gift to our lives. From the birds of the air to the plants and the trees, and the creatures of the sea realm, of which you know a great deal, Mr. Colin.
Yes.
These are our gifts to live well and peacefully. Aloha ke akua. Some years back, in 1982, this very setting, this place, right in front of the old Sheraton Coconut Beach Hotel, is a spot where Richard and Lucille Habel, when they traveled from Montana to what was the site of that hotel, came, and Cindy was able to capture that moment, the joy of it, and share in the visit to the island of Kauai. It brought great joy to her parents to be here. Dad was a hard-working man, isn't that what you told me, Cindy? He preferred to holiday, according to Cindy, just fishing time, away at the side of a river or a lake. I'm sure he wasn't thinking of Eikemai, Ilunala, Ilalo, but he did come here. And Mom, she was a wonderful dreamer. She longed to travel, and she secretly saved to get her wish. Let us take a moment now and let us remember both Richard and Lucille. Take a moment and just send them your love in the spirit realm. All right, everybody. Now, as the setting sun has lit the ocean and we watch the light calm down as evening comes, our hearts are definitely at peace and joined with Cindy and Colin. The love that we're sharing together and this recommitment that they're taking in this ceremony. Now, Cindy and Colin, I want you to please exchange your leis at this point. So, I have them here for you.
Yes, indeed.
My favorite orchid.
Your
So
very
you
favourite
had these
orchid.
orchids in, I believe, the merry old land of England at one time. Would
We
you
did.
please give
And
Colin
20 years
his lei?
ago, I was adorned with these orchids.
No, that's
No.
for Colin.
Come on.
That's for Colin, Cindy.
See, I knew you weren't listening.
It's Hawaii. There is no script.
You're
Now.
next.
Okay. Yeah. I believe that you know you're in love when somebody loves you in spite of yourself for the very things that you don't like about yourself. This man is that to me. He should have given up before we started, and he refused, and I am so grateful that he did not do that. So
Give
I
him his
love you,
leis, Cindy.
sweetheart.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I love you.
All right, sweetheart. Here's Cindy's lip.
Ooh, pretty.
You mentioned that we had these at our wedding, on our wedding day, and cast your mind back 2 days before our wedding day.
Yeah.
We were walking in a country lane,
Yeah. I remember.
and you were having second thoughts
Major second thoughts.
and wondering whether you could go through with this. And I tried to persuade you.
Didn't work.
It didn't work. And I thought, what do I do to let her know that we're meant to be together and we love each other? And she didn't want to succumb to it, but I did. And I knew it was right. So what did I do? I planted the seed in her head, and I walked away and left her in the dark, in a country lane, on her own, in a foreign country. And I walked back home about a mile. And I just left her there. And she came back about half an hour later. And she looked at me, and I said to her, "Don't you realize I need you?"
Yeah.
And I still need you. Even now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad.
Do you need a Kleenex?
No.
Okay.
Carry on.
It's a beautiful.
Carry on.
Thank you. So, family and friends, the giving of a lei, as you know, in Hawaii, symbolizes the greatest love and aloha. And you've just witnessed the feelings that are so deep with this couple. At this time, Cindy and Colin, I'd like you to present your leis and introduce your special people,
Yes.
please.
So I get the pink ones?
Yeah, I get them in.
Okay.
Okay.
See if I can get enough first.
When do you need it? It's upside down, though. Are you playing it for the song?
Yes.
Okay. It's fine. It looks like it's a little
I got them
desk.
all.
It's a little beach desk right now, but it's
Uh-oh.
upside down.
Okay, on your neck, babe. On your neck.
What? Jeannie, thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it.
The best.
Thank you. Sorry, Derek, you don't get one. Not one of these anyway. Now, I'm going to mess this up because they're all over the place. Tracy. Thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. Love you. Jared.
That's definitely his color.
Thank you for coming, Edna. We love you. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you for everything you've done. You made Cindy look beautiful today. Marissa. Thank you so much.
Thank you for writing this.
Oh, I lost another one. I have more than enough things to thank you for. And you know it.
No problem.
Thank you.
You look lovely. She didn't give you a lei, but I'm sure she'd like to. You look lovely.
The ground's been blessed, so it doesn't matter if it drops.
Hello, you look lovely, ladies. And who's this proud gentleman holding your hand?
Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Deborah.
I only hear that when I'm in trouble.
Thank you. You've been a great support to us. We love you.
How are you doing?
Have we got
Good.
too many of
How
these?
nice you look in
Who
the
have I
lake.
got left? Oh,
Very nice. You have to start a new fashion bath in the United Kingdom. I started one there with my cousin.
Thank
who
you,
lives
sis.
in here.
Thank you for making all that effort to come over. You know,
No, that's our
it
pleasure.
means a lot to us, a lot.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
too many here. I don't know why we got so many. Go on. I don't know if Cindy misread the number of. You know what? Give one to the lady here. Oh, what's this one? There you go.
Are those for the gents?
No, these are for the ladies.
Or for magenta?
Yeah. Magenta gets one. Thank you. Don't make a meal of it. Come on.
That was quick.
Well, everybody, you can see that we're extremely formal in Hawaii. I hope the formality isn't too much of a stricture here tonight. At this time, we're going to do a little sand ceremony. And because our sunset is coming quickly, I was going to send you to different parts of the beach to bring me a little sand. But I think in view of what I see over the clouds there in the west, I'm going to ask you just to give me a little pinch of sand from where you're standing, if you would. And if I come along, will you just put a little pinch in there for me? Thank you. Thank you. See it?
Look at the different color sand. Look at the different color.
Thank you. Do I have yours too? Okay, great.
Cornwall.
Thank you. All right, and Cindy and Colin? We have some sand.
This sand is from the county in England where I was born. We picked it up off the beach and brought it here for this ceremony.
That's marvelous. Just put a little. Okay.
Oh, you got it all.
Oh, no, you get it all. All
Yes,
right.
you get it all.
And Cindy, get me some from where you're standing, please.
I wish I had Montana dirt. Didn't think of it. Didn't think of it. You know what? I do have Montana dirt. My parents once stood here. That's good enough.
This sand is symbolic of all of us. We're all unique individuals here. And we have different backgrounds and we have different origins, some of us. And we go back, if you trace the line of people whose love created you and go back and back and back to the beginning, I'm sure you would be amazed at how many lovers you had in your family lines. People who spent their lives together and worked hard, survived, and gave life that came to your lives now. Just as the coral and rock and bone of the ocean have come together, you can see quite a variance even from where you are in the sizes of these grains. Just as that happens, we are joining now with Cindy and Colin as grains of sand. We would like to have united strength and support of each other. Likewise, with the marriage vow renewal of Cindy and Colin, when two become one, the strength and the unity of two increase, depicting the belief that together you can become greater than each could ever alone. All of you in your love matches know that as a fact, I'm sure. Now, with these two who are recommitting in marriage before you today, they're part of a family, and you're that family of friends. We call that ohana if you're not blood related and you're very close through your love association and your support. They're also citizens of a country, part of the world, and the global community, the universe. That's a large responsibility. So let your light shine, Cindy and Colin, and everybody here who's gathered in love and support. Shine that light toward each other, those you love, and definitely to Cindy and Colin. Thank you. We also would like to think of those who are here in spirit and part of this great story for Cindy and Colin. So now let this mix of sand go back and back to the ocean that will touch all shores. And I'm thinking of that Britannic flag there, and maybe a little grain of that Cornwall sand that's a little blackish will get back there one of these millennia. So Cindy and Colin, will you please both go down together and toss that on the shore so it goes off this very evening.
Wow.
Hey, yeah, back to Cornwall. Find your own way back. Oh, look at the...
Vanessa. All right, sweetheart, here we go. Ready? A one.
No, don't throw the thing. Let me hold the pot.
One,
Okay?
2, 3. Woo! Whoa, hard work. My garter's falling down.
Oh no. I didn't realize we'd be getting so much exercise.
Yeah.
Mahalo
I
nui.
know. There's the garter issue.
Please take a quiet moment now, everybody, and feel the ebb and flow, not only of the beautiful waters that will carry that sand, taking it and beginning the journey in the ocean, but also your journeys as you now face further journeys, and of course, Cindy and Colin's. This give and take like the waves of the ocean. Dear God, aloha kea kua. Let what has flowed around this circle of family and friends remain as a bright burning candle of light and spirit. Make it a nourishing embrace of hope and peace, healing and everlasting joy. Aloha kea kua. Thank you again to the universal spirit of all things and all religions for the opportunity to bless and bond with each other as we receive through this ceremony special feelings. Let us continue to uphold each other and let us send out our own prayers to those we love. Please pledge to continue to follow the path of our hearts as long as our lives on earth shall last and into the hereafter. Now please repeat after me, Amene.
Amen.
Aloha ke akua,
Aloha ke akua.
which just means thanks to God. Thanks be to God. And the Hawaiian way is to say, Ah Mama, which doesn't mean our mama, but means let this prayer be freed into this universe. Ah, ready? Ah,
Mana.
Mama, Mama. Thank you. Now, Cindy and Colin, you're already holding hands, and I love it. And our hearts are lighting with this love commitment you're undertaking together. This anniversary celebration. Thanks be to God again. When things are right, we all know it. We know that they work, although not always easily and without challenge, but to good results. when the challenges are met with love and faith as the guiding and enduring principle. And that is how it is when these two before you come together in their love, in their marriage, transcending the many obstacles and even an ocean at the beginning that lay between them, between Cindy's home continent and Colin's home island. It was a very joyous day, I heard, when they declared their love for each other and were united in marriage. That was on October 30th in 1993 in Bath, England, in the registry office This was before Royal Navy man Colin's family and friends and two dear friends of Cindy's, the Parkers, who flew all the way from the United States. And then again in June of 1994, repeating their vows in the Red Butte Gardens before family and friends in Utah. So here we are now. My goodness, this is global hopping, is it not? And we're on Kauai, the farthest of the inhabited Hawaiian islands. And you all have come here now as Cindy and Colin are going to attest their love in their vows. Did you have a memory basket that you wish to share, Cindy?
Yeah, I'm going to start this.
I'll start with this.
Okay, introduce.
You and Colin have some memories you would
Yes,
like
we
to
do.
tell the
Yes,
group
we do.
about.
And firstly, the memory involves Dawn.
Oh.
Four years ago, we did a trip to Egypt and Jordan. And that's the first time we met Dawn. And we stuck up a nice relationship with Dawn, which has continued to this day and will continue here on.
Oh,
And
thank you.
part of that relationship was enhanced by Cindy telling Dawn about Richard and Lucille, who came here on holiday, and at Dawn's suggestion she said, well, you guys ought to renew your vows and come to Kauai and do so. And we said, what about our 20th wedding anniversary? And
right.
Dawn said, what a fine idea. So she gave Cindy
Oh,
this. You remember that?
I do.
Dawn carried that on her hat for the 3 weeks we were together. And on the very last day, she took it off her hat and gave it to Cindy and said, this will be your talisman to come back to Kauai.
Oh my goodness, I
You
forgot
remember that?
No, I don't
And-
remember that.
Yes. And
But
so,
I do recognize my hat band. That's where it went.
Yes, I'd like to return this to its
I'm
rightful owner.
remembering now.
Yes.
No. It's my gift to you, Don.
now this book that we put the band around is a book that contains a lot of memories. And so if you bear with me, I'm not going to go through this book now. But this book will be available at the condo when we go back, and you can look at it. And Cindy has put all this together in her usual indomitable way. She does these things, and she's done a wonderful job of putting stuff together about her parents, my grandparents, various places, and even some pictures that her mum and dad took when they were here the last time. So there might be something of interest to look at here. And at the back of it, funnily enough, we have our wedding certificate, or a copy of our wedding certificate, and some pictures of our actual wedding, our first wedding.
Ah, nice.
You know, we make a habit of these weddings, and so we have pictures of the first wedding, which unfortunately nobody stood here was there. Nobody at all. So it's wonderful to have everybody here now. And you may see on one page here, there's a red sock and a green sock.
Shaped like a heart.
And we will tell you what those are when you ask us later.
Yes. It's your job to guess.
It's your job to guess what those socks are. So we'll have that at the condo if anybody wants to
Can I
look at
add?
it. You can do
I
anything
add?
you like.
One of the things I wanted to say about this lovely lady is that during our tour in Egypt, she started with an act of kindness It was simple. It was something that she actually did forget about. She came to me one morning on one of our first mornings at breakfast, and we had traveled through Jordan and had seen all these biblical scenes that I just kept expressing my wonder about. And she came to me one morning and she said, I just want you to know how your emotion carried and made my experience better. And it was a statement that really stuck with me for a long time. And I find it very fitting that we used her token to bind our examples of love in this book. And I just want to let her know I love her for that. But also, I want to share, can you hold that, honey? I want to share that there is a love letter in this book that some of you have heard that my father had written. And this letter is so powerful that I have to share some of it with you. In 1939, March 1939, he was working as a laborer, and he was 4 or 5 hours away from my mother. They were just dating. And she had given him a radio to use on this trip. And he sat down, he was listening to the radio, and he decided to write her a letter. And he pours out his heart about how much he loves her. And there's a song that comes on the radio called, You Are the Only Star in My Blue Heaven. And during this song, he looks at my mother's picture that she stuck in the back of the radio. And he says, it made me think of you and miss you so much that I sat down and cried till I could cry no more. Kenny, our lovely musician, has looked at this obscure piece of music, which is buried. It was written in 1937 by Gene Autry, and he's going to play it while I read you the lyrics. They're very mushy.
Come closer to
and
the
it's a
couple?
part of my father that just I will never forget. You are the only star in my blue heaven, and you're shining just for me. You're the only star in my blue heaven, and in dreams, your face I see. You're the guiding light that brightens up the night. Till you come in sight, my heart is lonely. You're the only star in my blue heaven, and you're shining just for me. You are the only star in my blue heaven. You're the guiding light that brightens up the night. Till you come in sight, my heart is lonely. You're the only star in my blue heaven, and you're shining just for me. He ends this lovely letter by saying, yours for the taking. And I'm yours for the taking.
Well, thank you. I'll take you.
But there's some really powerful examples of the love that we've seen in our lives, the unions of our
Kenny,
lovely
thank
parents.
you.
So please browse
Nice.
this. Oh, excuse me, one little detail. For those of you who don't know, in English, marriage license is extremely old-fashioned. One of the things that I discovered is that my title as a single older woman was spinster. So Colin has saved me from the title of spinster, to which I'm eternally grateful.
Oh. Well, thank you so much for those nice memories. And Cindy and Colin, it's lovely hearing about the love that created Cindy, and I'm sure a little of that was going on during your father's furlough.
Yes, it was.
And as you told me, but I won't go into that. You can spread it around at the party if people don't know. You came into each other's life in a very auspicious and special way, and when asked to define true love, the philosopher Thomas Aquinas said, to will the good of the other person. If you truly love someone, you want their success, you want their happiness, and you want everything that's best for them. In history, lovers have died for the one or the ones they love. Nothing like that, however, I assure you, is called for here. Instead, this is my charge to you now, Cindy and Colin. Happiness in your marriage, as you already know, and you well know it, I'm sure, is not something that just happens. As you know, a good marriage must be created moment to moment. In the art of marriage, all of the little things are definitely the big things. And in a successful marriage such as yours, it's never being too old to hold hands, to say I love you. It's at no time taking the other person for granted. And it's sharing a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It takes both of you standing there in modern life stress against the world to help each other face days that can be challenging. It's also doing things for each other such as you do, not in an attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the true spirit of joy that you show. And it's not expecting perfection in the other person ever. It's cultivating flexibility, patience, and understanding. And I would say, from a very nice, happy marriage myself, I think sense of humor is what carries the day.
Yes.
So both of you believe in marriage, the holiness of marriage, the blessings of God on your marriage, and the fullness of the husband and wife relationship. And you know that deep bond that unites you both. All the stresses and tensions of the past have never weakened your love, but have only made you more determined to stand by each other. So this relationship is and must be very deep as this Pacific Ocean and this channel. So now to your responses. I would like you to face each other, please. All right?
You
Good.
can run that way. You can
So I'm going to ask you each a question, and then I just want you, please, to say, I will. Colin, will you continue to be loving and caring to Cindy and to comfort her and to protect your love for her and cherish, honor, and respect her and all your promises to her throughout all the events of your lives together?
I will.
And Cindy, will you continue to be loving and caring to Colin and comfort him and protect your love for him, cherish, honor, and respect him and your promises to him throughout all the events of your lives together?
No problem. I'll tell you what, I'll add on to that until the end of time.
Beautiful, to the end of time. So according to Ephesians 5:33, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. And also from Genesis 2:18, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmate for him. Now, Cindy and Colin, this is something you are going to read together that you wish to read. Okay?
The last two scriptures that Don
Put my
quoted,
glasses on.
ironically,
You
were
need
in a little
magnifiers?
book
No,
that
I
I
got these.
found that Mother and Dad had on their wedding day called Our Marriage Day.
This
There are two
last line.
scriptures from that book that I asked her to include.
Just the
Last line.
Okay.
We believe
We believe
we are one in Christ, and that we stand here today united in our love for each other. Our walk so far through the trials and challenges of this world are a testimony of our love for one another and our desire to walk in the light. We pray that our walk together would continue as a bright light unto the world and represent the truth of what we believe in.
Thank you.
Should memorize that. Oh, your glasses.
Today, in this renewing of your vows, I once again want to say that I bless you and I pray for all good things for you. Now, Colin, will you please repeat to Cindy after me? Speak to Cindy, please. Today, in this renewing of our wedding vows,
Today, in this renewing of our wedding vows,
I once again give myself to you
I once again give myself to you
and ask for your tomorrows.
and ask for your tomorrows.
I give you honor, love, and all my trust as your husband.
I give you honor, love, and all my trust as your husband.
And Cindy, Please repeat after me. Today, in this renewing of our wedding vows,
Today, in this joyful day of our renewing of our vows,
I once again give myself to you,
I'm yours for the taking,
and I ask for your tomorrows,
and I ask for all of your tomorrows.
Absolutely.
and I give you all my love, trust, and respect as
And
your
I
wife.
give you all my love, trust, respect, and chaos.
We
You
have a
say
little
that?
editing going on here, and that's lovely. Now, do you have rings to exchange?
Yes, we do.
Good.
Some of you know we got married on a little bit of a whim. So Colin has tried over the years to give me a diamond. It hasn't worked very well. I go and talk myself out of it. This time, I get a diamond.
Colin, don't untie it yet,
Okay.
please.
Oh, honey. Yeah.
All right?
Gonna bless
We're
it.
going to have it tied. We've tied these rings together. As you can see, it's much safer, and it also signifies the tie that binds. And would you like to tell your family and friends what you had engraved? Because I know it's a secret
Yes.
from both of you.
Oh, I can't remember what mine was.
When Colin and I were married, we bought simple wedding gold bands in Britain and chose them at a rather inexpensive jeweler just to get it done. And we always intended to engrave them and never got around to it, procrastinated, never made it happen. Dawn sent us some expressions of love in Hawaiian. So we came up with the idea of going to the jeweler and each engraving in Hawaiian inside of those original rings a sentiment. So now we're going to attempt to tell you what we've engraved into those rings with Dawn's coaching. And
Just do it.
the thing is, neither of us know what are inside of these rings at the moment. So,
May I have the rings, please? I'd like to bless these rings. Aloha kia kua. Dear God, please bless this couple in future years. I would like all of you, please, to give us a little blessing on the rings as I go by.
I can't remember.
Put
what
your
mine was.
energy and your
I
mana,
can't remember it.
your spirit
You're
into
kidding.
them
No.
for
Was it one
Cindy and
phrase?
Colin.
It was two
Thank
little
you.
words.
uh-oh.
Thank you.
She could ask her quickly what it meant.
You're very special to
Well, it's
them,
not
all
right.
of you.
That's all.
Thank
Look at
you.
the lights, beautiful.
Mm.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Excuse me. Nice.
Those legs look good,
Thank
actually.
you very
Okay, the white
much.
ones on the men.
Yes.
In Hawaii, we call your special spirit mana, and all of your friends and family have now placed that mana into these rings. And I'm going to put them in your hand now
Okay.
to untie and deliver.
And lose.
And I'll be with you, so you won't. You be careful.
Obviously, this has happened before.
We're being careful. Okay?
Done.
Good.
Okay.
Now, would you like to tell everybody what's in Colin's, please?
Okay. In Hawaiian, inside this ring, is the phrase Kukulei
Ku'ule
Ku'ulei Mauloa
Mauloa.
Mauloa, which means
Ku'ule Mauloa.
Ku'ulei Mauloa, which means, have you missed your ring? My sweetheart forever. Uh-oh.
All right, now, please say after me.
Okay.
Okay? Take this ring
Take this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and my desire to live my life with you for eternity.
and my desire to live my life with you for eternity and beyond.
All right, good. And now, Colin, would you like to follow suit?
I've forgotten
He
what
forgot.
it is.
has to cheat.
Forever. It's Mau something.
Mauloa.
Mauloa.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Inside Cindy's ring, I put Mauloa, which means forever.
All
Well
right.
done.
Please accept this ring
Please accept this ring
as a
put
symbol
the
of
middle
my
one.
everlasting love
as a symbol of my everlasting love.
throughout time. Okay.
It's the humidity.
All right. Very nice.
These used to fit. Ooh, that one's not going to go on. Yes, he is.
Now, Colin and I have created a bit of the present and the past with today, tomorrow, yesterday, if you will, with including our ring from 20 years ago in the middle of my diamond.
Yes.
All right. Now you may kiss each other.
Oh!
You may kiss. So everybody, I would like to congratulate this couple on this happy occasion. Have you come forward and do that, Mr. and Mrs. Colin Tope on their 20th. Please give them your love and blessings.
Thank you.
Do we have our children here
The
yet?
children, can two parents go and retrieve the little ones, please,
Well,
as agreed, or
I think it'll be nice to have them, but would you like to help throw some blossoms? Let's give them a blossom blessing.
I thought where did Jerry go? Did Jerry go and...
Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have to bless you a little.
We have to bless us.
Here, let everybody take a blossom, and would you mind passing that for me? That's great. Come, everybody, give them a little blossom blessing.
I like this part. I don't get it. Whoa! Thank you, Richard.
Thanks, Rich. Just took my eye
Well
out.
done.
You're welcome, sweetheart, but by the time we go get these kids and come
Yeah,
back,
it'll be
it'll be dark.
Yeah, well, I agree. I agree. Yep.
I'll be looking. Oh, thank you.
Boo.
Wow.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Well, you know, couldn't have it without.
That's it. Put my eye out. Hey, there was a stem with that one.
I swear. They were
Well,
Eric.
awesome.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Oh, thanks for putting up with my aunt for the last 20 years.
There's no putting up with. She's the best.
You guys.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I could be there.
But Michael.
Colin,
Colin,
good man.
Thanks, Dave.
Love you to pieces. Yeah, I love you
thank you.
guys.
Thank you for helping me.
Keep it up. Okay.
Oh yeah. Have no reason not to. No reason not to. She's the best.
Throw them at me first. My blessing. I need all the pushes I can. I've actually got more than
Clouds there, like blue sky or
I know.
stars.
Yeah, yeah.
Colin group hug. Group hug. I enjoy group hug.
I'm on the outside of the group. Looking in.
Here's your ukulele, Miss.
Outside looking in.
Colin, get in the hug. Michael, get in the hug.
Hi, I'm in the hug.
Group hug. Woo! Is that everybody?
Was it okie dokie? Now
Shake it all up.
Hi,
Hey,
sweetheart.
like I said this morning, people, this is
Let's
about
go in.
Colin and I.
Bring the present. We'll go bless
I
them and
want
give
you
it to
to know
them, okay?
There's a lot of love between couples in this group, and it's for that love as well that we're here today. And I want you to know how much you all mean to us, because this is what life is about: sharing and loving
Yeah.
and forgiving forgiving,
Forgiving for what?
and and it's also for me, it's remembering those who we miss and who we love and we will see once again. And I can't wait to meet Colin's family, because what I have here with these two is pretty darn powerful. So the rest of it's got to be pretty good.
Well, little old me.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Thank you for all of the hassle to be in this circle. I really, really appreciate it.
Dawn's not in it.
Good?
Where is she?
Not in it. She's behind.
I'm behind you.
Dawn, what
Dawn,
are you
come
doing?
in.
Dawn, come in here,
Come in
woman.
this
You're the
circle.
link missing.
Yes. Where's
Thank
Dee?
you.
Get him in.
I don't know where.
Come in
Oh,
here,
he is.
Dee. Come on.
He's bringing you something. Got a pocket?
Hmm?
Got a pocket?
Have I got a pocket?
You've got lots.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
got all
meaning to
sorts
be-
of stuff in this
is
pocket.
your sand from your place where
All
you
right.
stood.
Excuse me.
Okay.
There's all sorts of stuff in this pocket. I got the microphone.
Anyway, Colin, I also need to commemorate. We also need to commemorate. And there's our video. There is something we were going to do, although our light is gone. I hope our videographer can capture this. Colin?
Oh, yes, Colin.
Okay. So, here we go, Colin. I'm going to draw one, remember? And you're going to draw the other, remember? Okay.
Well, let's see how big yours is.
At the other end of that video camera, there's a massive, wonderful
Maybe you
circle
should-
of people that aren't with us, but are here in our hearts. So, in tribute to them, and they cover a couple of continents, there is a heart here. So there's part one, American heart. And I am writing this. It says, we wish you were here. We wish. Uh-oh. We wish.
Well, I'm going to get mine done before it does totally get dark.
Okay, Paul, draw your heart. Honey, heart over there. Interlocking heart, babe.
Where?
Interlocking heart.
Oh, here? I can't see the other one.
I know. Wait. Okay, that's
Here,
fine.
I'll
That's
move
fine.
this
It's
coconut.
This is beautiful. Look at that.
What will it say?
Just a little bit of
Huh?
light here.
All our love. That's upside down. It's all good. It's all good. We miss you guys.
And for all those in Britain, anyone for tea? That's a tea leaf.
Did I call it? Wait, there's one more part of it, Dave. Remember?
Yeah, remember?
Love. Love. Okay, and this is Colin.
For the sake of the video, this was not rehearsed.
Maybe you shouldn't be. They work out very well.
No, I wasn't briefed on this bit.
It worked better with snow, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Snow and Utah, that would be good.
And light.
Yes, that would have been good too. Yeah.
So, we love you.
Speaking of which, there's snow and
Oh man, don't say that much snow. Anyway, reading together, I'm going to ask Dawn to take some of those flowers.
that far forward.
All right, guys.